Thank you for choosing ZEECO combustion equipment. This video demonstrates the setup and operation of ZEECO's Thermocouple Navigator. Before beginning, please observe and comply with all safety protocols. Please consult the Navigator Manual for reference and general information. Check to make sure all tubing is installed correctly. Properly installed tubing is free of tight bends and crimped sections. These can be avoided by properly supporting the tubing during transport and using a tube roller to make any necessary bends. The thermocouple tubing should be fixed to the top bracket using a bulkhead mount, and the rest of the tubing should be free hanging in the brackets. To avoid tubing misalignment, two people should tighten the couplings between tubing sections. This eliminates pushing the tubing out of alignment as the couplings are tightened. Then place the Navigator on a stable horizontal surface for initial setup. To power the Navigator, attach a power drill to the chuck and make sure the Navigator is not operated at a drill speed faster than 1,750 RPM. The Navigator must also be adjusted so the thermocouple exits and advances in a straight line. To do this, insert the thermocouple into the Navigator so it first contacts the red drive wheels. Next, using the drill, advance the thermocouple through the Navigator. If the thermocouple curves to the left, tighten the set screw on the horizontal adjustable wheel. If the thermocouple curves to the right, loosen the set screw on the horizontal adjustable wheel. Repeat this operation on the vertical adjustment wheels to ensure the thermocouple doesn't bend up or down as it exits the Navigator. The thermocouple should exit the Navigator on a straight axis. Once the wheels are properly adjusted, tighten the jam nuts to lock them in place. Next, remove the thermocouple and mount the Navigator to the thermocouple tubing on the flare stack. Then use the provided adapter plates to attach the Navigator to the bulkhead fitting at the base of the flare stack. Place one plate on each side of the Navigator end plate and tighten the fitting nuts to secure the Navigator. Some Navigator models have pre-installed washers and do not require adapter plates. Next, slowly advance the thermocouple toward the guide tube. If the thermocouple doesn't go straight into the tube, adjust the alignment between the tube and the Navigator. When inserting the thermocouple, one person should operate the drill powering the Navigator, and the other person should keep slack in the thermocouple as it feeds the Navigator. When approximately 15 feet of thermocouple remain, the tip should reach the pilot. This will result in a hard stop. Next, use a marker to draw a line on the thermocouple where it enters the fitting. Then back the thermocouple out of the tubing a few inches and reinsert it. You'll repeat this process several times to ensure the thermocouple consistently stops at the same point and is fully inserted. If additional progress is made, repeat this procedure. Once the thermocouple is fully inserted, tighten the tube fitting to secure the thermocouple. Then loosen the adjustable straightening wheels so they can be removed. Next, loosen the screws holding the slotted straightening wheels and loosen the screws holding the top two drive wheels so they can be removed. Then remove the Navigator from the tubing. Once the Navigator is removed, make all necessary connections. In some applications, the wheels may slip and the thermocouple may not insert easily. Make sure the Teflon locking fitting is not tightened. Also, if fluids and debris have contaminated the drive wheels or thermocouple, proper insertion will be difficult. Cleaning with a damp towel may be necessary. Do not attempt to clean the drive wheels during Navigator operation. If the thermocouple encounters an obstruction, assist freeing it by shaking and pulling the thermocouple tube. It may be necessary to manually push the thermocouple as it enters the Navigator. The red drive wheels wear over time, so consider replacing the drive wheels if they become prone to slipping. To remove the drive wheel, use a screwdriver to lift and rotate the upper portion of the drive wheel gear assembly. Next, replace the drive wheel and rotate the upper portion of the gear assembly to lock the wheel in place. Drive wheel life can be extended by operating the drill at a slower speed to avoid slipping. This video does not replace the ZEECO Owner's Manual provided with your purchase. Be sure to follow all safety procedures when operating ZEECO equipment. For more information, consult the Owner's Manual or contact a combustion expert at ZEECO.